Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about, first thing first, I saw John Wick. I'll wait a week before, I'll wait a couple of days before I put my comments on it. But it does not disappoint. It's a great movie. IGN, which is always been my absolute go-to of all things review, gaming, entertainment, IGN.com gave it a 10. So when it gave it a 10, I knew I had to see it. But anyway, I want to talk about in fighting in martial arts, how bad can you get hurt? I don't think I really talk about it. You can get hurt pretty bad. Let me 10 years, let me give you some of the injuries I have sustained. I have sustained a neck intrusion where I couldn't move my neck left or right. I've had a knee push where somebody landed on my kneecap. I've been kicked in my ankle when my ankle buckled. I'm sorry, it's going to be a little grotesque a little bit. Have had very bruised ribs where it was so tender, my daughter would push on my ribs and I couldn't take the pain. I've had hip where I could not move. I literally remember when my daughter was born and I was doing kata, while I was in the hospital room, with her, and my hip locked up. I never forget that. I've had where I could not move my left or my right arm. I've had it where I had my knee swelled up for about 4 months, and I had to take medication for swelling, for inflammation, and actually both of my knees. You can get hurt pretty bad right now. I can't, my right arm, if I extend, it hurts. Right there, it hurts. I can feel it in my shoulder blades. And I think that came from maybe a Kimura locks somebody was trying to do on me, or a throw, which somebody threw me and I landed on my arm. This is legit. This gi is legit. This stuff that I do is legit. So I take it very personal when people talk about martial arts and you don't get hurt. You can get hurt very, very well. I had a 350-pound man back suplex me, belly to belly suplex me on the ground this year. It can hurt. It can really, really hurt. I have known Icy Hot and machine gun very well. I haven't used a machine gun in a while. I've used like a tennis ball or to relieve. I've used a foam roller, a rigid one, to kind of get some of the pain. Like tonight, I'm going to put a foam roller because my arm, it kind of hurts. It's legit, folks. It's very legit. This ain't no joke. What we doing? You can get hurt. Now, it's a difference from getting hurt just general wear and tear versus you in the octagon or an MMA fight where you can really go something, because a lot of your injuries, it doesn't happen just like that. I've had a few of those, especially with my knee. A lot of my injuries come from my workout, because I can go a little extreme. Just the actual moving, and then when I settle down, I don't feel the pain. When you're doing sports where you revving up, your adrenaline kicks in, and it masks a lot of the pain that you go through. It masks a lot of the injuries. So like my shoulder hurts right now, and I probably can't, lift my hand and touch the wall, like overextend on my head. It's legit. My size make a difference too. Like if I get dropped or tripped or thrown, most of the time I brace with my with my forearm. That takes a toll. Falling on your shoulder with a throw, that takes a toll. It can take a toll on your body. It can take a toll on your body. Now, what can you do to kind of sustain yourself? You gotta realize when to tone it down, which is hard for me because I want to be able to match my partners. I don't want to be the weakest link. Understand who you train with. There's some people, they don't know how to kind of take it easy, and I have said, yo, I won't train with you. I mean, I won't. And most of the time when I train with my training partners, I have a mindset of, this is just exercise for me. This is not a real fight situation. Because a lot of time, I can really use my size to really hurt somebody that's smaller. And God knows I don't want to do that. That's not who I am as a man. I'm trying to be safe, learn something new, and go home and go to work. That's what I'm trying to do. I pay a lot of money for what I do, but I pay for it. I don't make a living off of what I do. This is just for the pure love and passion of what my training. This is what I love doing. It hurts a lot. A lot of time I have to psych myself up. Sometimes I gotta drink some energy drinks, or not energy drinks, but pre-workouts to kind of get it going. But this is what I like doing. But what I have learned over the years, is, hey, I gotta back off. I have to slow myself down. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. And that has kind of helped me ease my mind of trying to go hardcore. A lot of stuff I have used, like inflammation-wise, meloxicam, I've used that, Mobic. I used a lot of Isohot. Not necessarily Isohot by the name, but something like it, because I don't like that smell, but sometimes I need it for my real big injuries. Sometimes I have to, I even took a shot, in my lower back, because I have back issues too. You know, I learned to kind of just take my time, do it slow, be the slowest, be the, joke around like, hey, I'm just an old man. I'm not as old as I portray myself to be, but I'm sure not 25 where I can take those hits. And I'm not even talking about face, because I've been hit a couple times in my face in sparring, and it hurts, even with gear. I had this 140-pound person last year when I was training for my Kumite. He hit me pretty good, and I got lightheaded, and it caught me off guard, and I had full headgear. So I'm not even talking about even that. You just gotta learn to take it easy on your body. You just gotta learn to say no. Learn how to tap and tap often. That's something I have recently worked on more, is tapping out a lot more, just to sustain, because I'm not gonna make any money with both my arms out of whack or my body out of whack. I'm not gonna make any money. That's just the way it is. Now, some of the things, this is usually how it goes for me. I work my day job, my desk job. I'm kind of recuperating, I'm tired, but I'm sitting down there, I stretch and I rev up for my training. I do my training moderately, and then when I go home, I'm so exhausted and tired, sometimes I have to pull myself up the stairs because just the exhaustion. But I know what I can do, I know what I can't do, I know what I used to do. Now I know what I can do now, which is my new normal. And that's all I have to do. I don't have to prove how tough I am. I don't have to prove my manhood based upon who I train with. That's not who I am. Now, I had a subscriber talk about manhood and stuff like that, and with all due respect, manhood is not necessarily about temperament or work ethics. It's just being the last one standing. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Don't sit there and be no suffering and talk about, well, I'm just going to tell some beer. You can do that too. And sometimes, men, we can just talk about things that we just can't talk to our ladies. But don't think it's weakness for not talking. That's the biggest mistake I have learned, of letting my pride, my ego, and my silence and not talking to anybody when I'm suffering. That I have learned as I got older, and I have messed up a lot of relationships of being bullheaded and prideful. But anyway, back to doing this. Take it easy and just hot water is your friend, ice hot is your friend, stretching is your friend, massage ball is your friend, all that is your friend. Just take that, and if you injure, it's okay to say I'm hurt and back off. You don't have to train full-fledged. I promise you. You can back off. And you'll be okay, because you gotta give yourself time to heal. The older you are, the harder it gets. And that's all I gotta say. Until next time, os.